In today's video, we will explore expert insights, market signals, and key economic factors to understand whether Bitcoin is truly poised for a breakout in 2025, or if a crash might be on the horizon, or come crashing down like so many bubbles before it. This isn't just another crypto hype video. We're taking a hard, honest look at where Bitcoin could be heading over the next year, using real-world trends, market indicators, and expert opinions. Bitcoin is more than just a digital currency. It's a global phenomenon. It's created as a decentralized alternative to traditional fiat systems. Bitcoin has grown into a financial movement that challenges how we think about money. Its influence is massive, with a market cap that's touched over $1 trillion at its peak. Investors, institutions, and governments are all watching closely. The question they are all asking is the same one we are asking today. What's next? The fascination with Bitcoin goes beyond its current price. It's about what it could be worth in the future. Some early adopters became millionaires with just a few $100s. Others jumped in during a bull run, only to lose big. The truth is, Bitcoin has always been a high-risk, high-reward asset, and that volatility is part of what keeps the world watching. As we move toward 2025, speculation is once again ramping up. Will Bitcoin cement itself as a stable global asset, or are we due for another painful crash? Many investors remain cautious, and for good reason. Bitcoin's wild price swings have scared off traditional finance players for years. Prices can spike or plummet based on a single tweet, a sudden regulation, or even a large sell-off by a whale, a massive holder of Bitcoin. Understanding this volatility is critical, especially for anyone considering jumping in now in hopes of future gains. One of the key drivers of Bitcoin's price in the next year will be the 2024 halving. Historically, every halving, where the reward for mining Bitcoin is cut in half, has triggered a massive price surge within the following 12 to 18 months. If the pattern holds, 2025 could be a major breakout year. But past performance isn't a guarantee, and this cycle may be different. Increased institutional investment might accelerate or temper the impact. On the regulatory side, things are still murky. While Europe has taken strides with frameworks like MiCA and the US has begun to warm up to spot Bitcoin ETFs, there's still uncertainty. Sudden policy change, good or bad, could trigger market reactions overnight. Investor confidence will largely depend on whether governments create a clear, fair path for crypto's integration into the broader financial system. Macroeconomic conditions are another wild card. Inflation, interest rate hikes, and potential global recessions on the horizon. Investors are looking for assets that can protect value. Bitcoin is often compared to gold in this regard, a so-called digital gold that could hold value in tough times. If more people begin to see it this way, demand could rise fast. Technological development is also playing a big role. Bitcoin's network, once criticized for being slow and inefficient, is evolving. Layer 2 technologies like the Lightning Network are making transactions faster and cheaper. As usability improves, Bitcoin may attract more everyday users, not just investors. Increased accessibility could mean broader adoption and higher prices. However, Bitcoin's challenges shouldn't be ignored. Environmental concerns remain a public relations problem, especially in Europe. Mining consumes massive amounts of energy, and critics argue that it's unsustainable long-term. It's also competition. Ethereum, Solana, and other blockchains are advancing quickly. It's offering more functionality than Bitcoin's relatively simple use case. These platforms could lure investors and developers away from Bitcoin. Expert predictions are all over the place. Some see Bitcoin hitting $150,000 or more by the end of 2025, pointing to the halving and increased adoption. Others are much more cautious, suggesting a potential retracement to $20,000 if macroeconomic or regulatory conditions turn sour. The truth: no one knows for sure. And that's why being informed and cautious is so important. Another angle to watch is global adoption. Nations with unstable currencies, like Argentina or Turkey, are showing growing interest in Bitcoin as a hedge. If more countries follow El Salvador's lead and embrace Bitcoin for payments or reserves, we could see a significant impact on long-term demand. Meanwhile, the use of Bitcoin by fintech platforms like PayPal, Square, and even traditional banks is increasing accessibility and legitimacy. Sentiment also plays a major role. a celebrity endorsement, a sudden surge in media coverage, or panic from a high-profile hack can all cause prices to swing dramatically. Social media has turned crypto into a 24/7 emotional roller coaster, and those emotions are reflected in price charts. Looking ahead, Bitcoin's fate will be determined by how all these elements interact: regulation, institutional investment, public sentiment, technological evolution, and global economic conditions. That's why making predictions is so difficult. Still, the potential upside is undeniable. In the end, Bitcoin might just be one of the most exciting and dangerous bets you can make in 2025. But for those who manage their risk wisely, stay informed, and avoid emotional decisions, it could be a game changer. The key is to treat it like any investment, with strategy, patience, and perspective. So what do you think? Will Bitcoin explode or crash by 2025? I'd love to hear your predictions in the comments below. Dan T, forget to hit the like button if you found this helpful and subscribe. So you Dan T, miss our next video, where we'll be breaking down the top altcoins to watch next year? Let's navigate the future of crypto together.